Hello, Empowered Woman. Welcome to this episode of the Empowered Woman podcast. Today I'm sharing the audio of a live training I did inside my Facebook group as part of April's edition of the Empowered Woman Showcase. Every month, I bring in 3 of my clients on a panel to share their story, experience, and wisdom, and also social proof of how they've enjoyed working with me to grow their business. And then I went on to share the 5 key elements of effective marketing content, especially for webinars. And it was so good. I decided to offer a complete 32 slide deck template for you to plug and play on Canva and start sharing your message more boldly and, of course, to convert into sales. Go to marchesburg.com/webinar template for yours. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Empowered Woman podcast, the #1 show on personal growth, visibility, and profit for women entrepreneurs. If you're wanting to start believing in yourself, giving yourself permission to succeed, and let your voice be heard to make an impact in the world as an entrepreneur, this is the place for you. I am so glad that you're here. My name is Marcia Spurk, and I'm your host, triplet mom, woman empowerment coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire. Welcome again, and let's dive into today's episode. So I wanted to share with you today, I've talked to a few of you, how to leverage webinars or really how to organize your content in a way that people understand that they need what you have to offer. So moving on to the training part of the showcase, I will share a little bit with you what I believe are the 5 key elements to effective marketing content, specifically with webinars. And what is so interesting is that this is going to be extremely meta, because as I am presenting to you, I am going to show you how I am applying these 5 effective marketing elements with you and why it works so well and why I've been able to convert, especially through webinars, into sales, into more members in my membership, into more purchases for courses, into more one-on-one clients. So first and foremost, I want to ask you a few questions, and I would love to hear from you in the comments if you resonate with any of these statements. Does this sound like you? You know you need to promote your offers. You just have no idea how to create content that effectively conveys the value of your programs. Does this sound like anyone out there watching? You struggle with getting leads and clients, and you don't really have a marketing strategy or plan. You feel overwhelmed with all the moving parts in marketing. PMs, posts, Facebook Lives, Facebook group, email marketing. Anybody feel overwhelmed with all the things you need to do and then you end up doing nothing, or you do all of them but with no strategy at all? Okay, Amber says yes. Awesome. Resonating. Now tell me about the stage that you're in your business. Are you in the beginning stages and you just want to get marketing right? Or are you an established entrepreneur and you don't have the time to waste on social media? Or maybe you work a 9 to 5, just like some of the ladies here that were just here. They work their jobs and they have their business on the side. Or you're moms and you have family to take care of, right? Carissa says all the above. You've tried different systems, calendars, and trackers, and ultimately nothing has stuck. How many of us have tried different stuff and then it just doesn't stick? We can't keep at it. It's just not that great. So I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So quick intro for those of you who don't know me, but most of you do. I'm a triplet mom, an entrepreneur, empowerment coach. I have a podcast. I love speaking, and I am the creator and the founder of the Empowered Woman School and the Engage to Serve method, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you here. Andrea says, I'm not a new business, but I feel like it is not established either. Lots of work for little return. Amber, 9 to 5, trying to do the business on the side. Awesome. Starting up and work in a working mom. I just love you ladies with different accents from all over the world. All right. My slides are a little bit slow. So just quick intro on who I am and what I do. And I'm going to go into then my framework called the Engage to Serve method on how to leverage webinars. So, I'm going to be showing you these 5 key elements to convert. And this is something for you to keep in mind, not only for webinars, but in your content in general, when you write copy for your posts, when you send email marketing, okay? So first and foremost, I want to tell you about the 2 types of entrepreneurs when it comes to marketing, and one that you should absolutely avoid. So let me know which one you resonate with the most. So the first one is the entrepreneurs that make an offer. They're enthusiastic to share their solutions. They ask for the sale, right? But they don't have a really clear strategy to turn prospects into paid clients. Let me know if you can hear me. I took my headphones off because I don't need them anymore. And they get desperate to make the sale. They look at their audience as number and dollar signs, end of the month, looking for that next sale to hit your goals, messaging all the people, seeing if you can get something. And this entrepreneur often feels overwhelmed and discouraged with their business and feeling like giving up. So they are asking for the sale. They are out there looking for more clients. They're just feeling overwhelmed and they lack a clear strategy. Hi, Vesta. Hi, Lily. And then there are the entrepreneurs that know how to make their offer relevant. Why? Because they understand that making a sale is like any relationship. It takes courtship. It takes people getting used to you. It takes people trusting you to buy. It's not just you asking for the sale. And I got to tell you, asking for the sale is amazing because some entrepreneurs don't even do that. They expect the clients to just fall down on their lap. And then there are those of us who are proactive. We try different things, but ultimately we don't see a whole lot of return. And I heard from some of the ladies here, that's exactly what you're experiencing. You have your business, but you don't see a whole lot of return. And most likely the reason is because you're not really taking your client on this journey. You're not really having a marketing plan and strategy like the entrepreneur that makes their offer relevant, right? And this entrepreneur, they have learned to combine their passion for helping others with the analytical approach of what works and what doesn't. So for us women, we're very good at empathizing with people, and that's a great trait to have. The tricky thing about emotions is that we need them, and they're super helpful to build relationships, but they can get in the way when we need to make decisions and when we need to be analytical with our numbers. And that's where most women entrepreneurs fall short. So what I want to talk to you about today is the easy way to warm up your audience and make your offer relevant. So like I said, most likely you're not converting, you're not seeing the return because you are not making your offer relevant. So let me know in the comments if you want the easy way. If I can show you the 5 key elements of a webinar that converts. So here's the rundown, and then I'll go in depth into each of them. The first step is noticing. You have to help your ideal client qualify themselves. Much like what I first did here in the beginning of this presentation, I asked you these questions so that you would say, yes, that's me. Yes, that's me. You want to be doing this in your content over and over again so that people see themselves in what you're saying. Next step is creating a conversation between you and your ideal client. Show that you're listening. Show that you care. And oftentimes we skip that step because we're so we're hasty with the sale. Remember that first type of entrepreneur that I don't want you to be like. We want to get that client. We're so passionate about what we do. We know that they can use what we have, but we don't take the time to listen. And that is a horrible habit in any relationship, right? You have to take the time to listen. The next step is forgiving. You were able to demonstrate why what they're doing now isn't working and why forgive here in this point, because they're going to feel bad about themselves. But then right after that, you empower them by introducing a better way, something that they can begin to do on their own and start seeing changes. And this is exactly what I'm doing with you here. I am giving you some steps, some tips of things that you can already start doing in your content as soon as you get out of here, which empowers you to know that you have the ability to convert these clients, right? But the next step and the final step in an effective marketing strategy is presenting the opportunity of going faster together. So you have to empower your prospects to know that they can start taking steps just with your free content and with the value that you're providing. But then at the end, you have to say, but you can get there faster if I can support you. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm going to be doing here. So the first step is asking these questions. Does this sound like you? This is what I did in the beginning. Do you struggle with? Are you tired of? Are you ready to? Start using these questions in your content and you will see how people resonate because they see themselves in what you're saying. Okay, if you haven't been doing this, take some notes. This is what you can start doing. And this is what I did in the beginning. Does this sound like you? You need to XYZ, and then you populate this with your own niche. You just have no idea how to ABC. You struggle with XYZ and don't really have a strategy or plan for ABC. what would this sound like for your specific niche? You feel overwhelmed with whatever it is, the niche. So this is something you can start incorporating in your content, and this will help you warm up your audience to buy and to invest in your programs. The next step, listen, is a continuation of the qualification process, which is exactly what I just did with you. What stage of your journey are you in? Are you in the beginning, or have you tried several different things and it hasn't worked out for you? And then you share your story. Hey, I know what you're going through because I've done this before. Is this similar? And you're constantly creating that conversation with your audience. So again, my second slide here in the presentation did just that. You're a beginner, or you're seasoned, you're advanced. You've tried XYZ. So let's say your niche is dieting, right? You've tried all the diets. Nothing has worked out for you, right? Or you grew up in a family where people were always dieting and this has affected you negatively. This is so helpful for you to start thinking about your clients' pain points. You have to know your clients' pain points to make your content and your offer relevant for them. And you can also add your story. You have to talk about yourself and how you understand where they are because you were there at some point, or you know someone who has been. So you can bring in client testimonials or talk about yourself. And it's very important to bring in some personal details as well. You know, say if you have a degree that is relevant to the work that you do right now, or personal experiences. I've lived in many different parts of the world. All those things help in creating relatability and trust with your audience. Then we come with the forgive step. This is when you describe what people are doing now. You know what these people are doing and why they're not seeing results. So what is it that they're doing? They're starving themselves, or they're not eating enough, or they're eating too much. If you're talking, weight loss, nutrition habits, or whatever it may be that you teach, you have to know what these people are doing now and why they're stuck. Why? Because then you create contrast when you show the better way, when you show what you can teach them and how you can help them. Right? So this is what I just did with you. Look at that, so meta. I told you there are two types of entrepreneurs, and you can talk about two types of moms. There are two types of moms. The moms that are always doing everything for everyone and don't take time for themselves. And then there are the moms that are assertive and say, I will go out with my girlfriends. I will take time for self-care. See how this is possible to do in any niche? It takes a little bit of thinking to really get in depth and find something that people will resonate with. But this is the magic, my friends, is creating the contrast between where they are and where you can take them. Okay? And then you have empower, where you describe what the better way is. So talk about your framework here. What are the steps that they can start taking? Because the thing is, even if you teach in a webinar what your framework is, they're still going to need your help to implement this. They can start, taking baby steps and doing some of it, but without the accountability and your specific help, they're not going to be able to. Because at times we're worried about giving away too much in our free content. But the thing is that people can only absorb so much in one sitting. And that's why we need ongoing support. That's why when you do coaching, it's usually through a period of a few months. That's why I love having a membership, because it's ongoing support. But in your free content, you have to bring some quick wins. You have to let them know that they are capable of begin on their own. They have what it takes to start making changes, right? So this is what I just did here with you. Look how meta. I told you there are 5 steps. Yeah, Yanni, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I told you what the steps are. So you can write this down and start thinking, how can I incorporate this in my content? You can start doing this now. You don't need to pay me for anything. I just gave you these tips for free. But then comes your proposal. Then you present the opportunity of working together. You tell them, hey, you can walk out of here and do all this on your own, but you can get there faster with my help, right? And then you do a little recap of all of the steps. You show them some testimonials and say, I have some people that have already worked with me and they have really enjoyed it and they get great results. That adds to the value of what you did. And then you make your pitch and you say, here's my course, here's my workshop, here's my program. Would you want to work together, right? Or do you want to do it alone and not have the best results that you could have, right? So then this is a slide that I love using and that I will use right after this. You can tell them right now you have 3 choices. You can do nothing. You can go it alone, start trying on your own, DIYing, or you can let me support you. So this is the framework. This is what has really worked for me, is following these stages. And now my question for you is, can you do this? Are your wheels turning and you're already thinking how you can start implementing this in your own content so that people are primed to buy, so that your offer is relevant for them? Let me show you some testimonials of some of my clients. You've already heard from Marit, from Jessica, and from Rebecca, but here are some other ladies that have said that working with me has helped them create content. So Jenny and Wendy say, ask lots of questions and let your audience dictate your content and offers so they feel like they're a part of it. This is part of what I teach. Christina says, I feel more confident planning my content and listening to my audience so they can engage. Sylvia says, I am so much more clear on my business pillars, which helps me with content creation and repurposing. And then we have Gina and Dawn and Candice, who also talked about the importance of showing up. Lots of people admire me because I am everywhere. I am, consistent with showing up, but there's a strategy to it and there's a benefit to it because you become relevant. And once you become relevant, you become safe. People trust you and they're willing to invest in you. So here's my little recap of the 5 elements of an effective webinar or any marketing content. First, notice, help your ideal client qualify themselves. Then listen, create a conversation between you and your ideal client, your audience. Then forgive, demonstrate why what they're doing now isn't working. Then you introduce a better way, which is empowering to them. They can begin on their own. And then you propose the opportunity. You propose the ultimate transformation, which is working with you so they can get there faster. So now here comes my proposal for you. Old habits will keep you from your potential. Will you commit to the new way? Do you want to learn how to implement these steps with my help? You can do nothing right now. You can try doing this on your own, or you can let me support you. So my offer for you today is I would love to give you the slides templates for all of the stuff that I already showed you. I showed you some of it, right? These empty boxes is for you to put your own pictures and populate it yourself. So I've created a 32 slide deck for a webinar just like this, just like what I'm doing here for you right now. And it comes with a video tutorial where I share with you exactly how to make a copy on Canva, how to populate this with all of your content so you can get on out there and lose your fear of public speaking, get in front of the camera and share your knowledge in an effective way so that it converts into sales. And today it's just 37. But wait, there's more. Fast action bonus. While you can get the template at any time, if you purchase the template in the next 24 hours, you also get a free trial for $1 actually extra to the Empowered Woman School, which is my membership. And I have several of the ladies who are members watching me. Hi, Bella. And Rebecca and Jessica that just spoke are members of the school. So as you purchase your template today, yay, Bella, it is an awesome template. As you purchase your template today, at the checkout, there's an option for $1 more. So for $38 total, you get 30 days as a trial inside the Empowered Woman School that we affectionately call it TWOS. You get 30 days because why? This month we had focused, the members of the school went through this template and they presented this to us in the group. So my proposal for you is don't just get the template. Let me support you further. Present the webinar to me. Present the webinar to me and to our community. I'll give you feedback. You'll have the chance to exposure. And if it's not for you, you don't have to continue on with us in the school. But I want to see what you're doing, see what you're up to, and support you. But let me share a little bit more about what the Empowered Woman School is. The Empowered Woman School is a membership. So it's month to month, and you can cancel at any time. And you have content. So all the marketing strategies and the framework that I just taught here. You have coaching. We meet 3 times a month on Zoom. And also the community, which the lady said beautifully, the accountability is super helpful. What do you learn in the school? You get clarity on your business pillars, on your ideal clients' pain points, just like what I was saying. You get confidence. You're able to overcome perfectionism, really put yourself out there, stop comparing. You use others as inspiration and motivation. And finally, you learn how to close, how to finally turn prospects into paying clients and raving fans. And the best part is that it's an ongoing mentorship, which gives you time to experiment, to course correct, get results, and ultimately more sales. But wait, there's more. Bonuses. When you join the school, you get to practice your webinar. So I want you to present to us in May for exposure and feedback. I want to see how you use the webinar slides and how I can support you. You get a one-on-one strategy call with me as an onboarding call to complement our group coaching calls. And you also get exclusive expert guest coaching calls. So Rebecca had just mentioned we got a fashion expert this month, Rose Jubb. She's amazing. And she talked about, what clothes to wear, what colors complement you, how to present yourself on camera. So you get access to the replay of that. You can watch different guest experts, and the ones coming up in May, I actually have one of my business coaches that is amazing at money mindset. I haven't told the members about this. You're getting a sneak peek here, guys. I have invited my amazing former business coach, Rebecca Lima. She's going to be teaching a session on money mindset. I'm going to have somebody else talking about media visibility, dream design, so many different things. So here's the rundown of what you get if you decide to go for the 30-day trial. You get a members portal with the Engage to Serve method, a group mindset call monthly, a co-working session on content creation. It's kind of like a Q&A. You bring in your questions and we talk about it. The guest expert trainings, and for that $1 extra, you also get the complete webinar slide template and the ability to present for us. So quick disclaimer, who is this not for? It's not for the passive note takers. It's not for the people that are not ready to take action, because I'm going to push you. I'm going to nudge you, just like the lady says, and cheer you on. This is not for know-it-alls, because we're all here to learn. This is not for the kind ofs. You have to be committed to applying the things that I'm teaching you so that you can see results. And this is for any entrepreneur, really, any woman entrepreneur, whether you're a beginner, you're experienced, you're in network marketing, realtor, a coach, product-based. We have a variety of different niches inside the school. And ultimately, this is for women who are committed to learning how to serve their audience with their expertise, ready to get seen, gain trust, and get paid. So here you go. Claim your spot today. For $38, you get the template and 30 days inside the school, but this is only for the next 24 hours. So it ends tomorrow. I will actually a little bit over 24 hours. It ends tomorrow night. So you have until the end of Friday to snag this offer. You can cancel at any time, and you can go right now. So if any of you are able to type it up for me, martasburke.com/webinar template, you're able to get the template, and for $1 extra, join the school for 30 days. And like I said, we're closing on Saturday, so first thing in the morning, I am taking this out. So I would love for you to join us. Can you believe it's going to be May 1st on Saturday already? So get your template, get your 30 days in the school, go to martasburke.com/webinar template. And this is what I had for you today. Let me know if this was helpful.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. How did you like my 5 key elements of effective marketing? I hope you enjoyed it. Go on and snag your template, $37, and you can start using it, start presenting, and also for $1 extra, join us in the school for a trial, present to me and my community, get some feedback, get some exposure. I would love to have you. Until next time, bye.